So if you haven't gotten into tech sales yet, or you're considering it, why would you want to get into tech sales? Well, there's a lot of good reasons to be in tech sales right now, especially in the current state of the economy and society. Number one, getting into tech sales can be fantastic money and a great job with minimal barriers to entry, right? Because you could be earning $200,000 to $300,000 a year within 5 to 6 years if you're really good, with no formal background, right? I have a marketing degree. I have a Bachelor of Commerce, majoring in marketing, minoring in management, and it did absolutely nothing for getting into technology sales. They might have, maybe when I first started, they wanted someone with a bachelor's degree, which is a bullshit barrier to entry, in my opinion. But that's really about it. Because really, technology sales is a range of different skills put together. And again, there's no fundamental education. So there's no standard that's been set in the industry to sort of really decide and determine who is worthy of tech sales and not. To give you some examples, when I first started, I was working in retail B2C sales, but I've worked with colleagues and worked with account managers. One of them was a bouncer and was a bank teller before they were an account manager. One of them was a hotel concierge with no tech sales experience and no sales experience. So it's like you could be any sort of idiot, myself included. I was a knucklehead when I first got my job in tech sales. I was a bit of a prick. And you can get in and make great money by having good personable skills and learning on the job. Think about it like this. You can earn just as much as a doctor, right? Especially in Australia, you can earn just as much as a doctor before they've even left medical school, right? The average doctor probably makes between $200,000 and $400,000. And by the time you get to that point, you have to do 7 years of medical school, a postdoctorate, and you put yourself into hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt because of medical school. Within 7 years, you could make $250,000 to $300,000 per annum if you're good at what you do, for a lot less blood, a lot less feces, and a lot less effort, right? But again, you have to be built for it. So yeah, the opportunity to start from nothing to create an amazing lifestyle for yourself is there. It's absolutely there, but it is going to hurt your soul for quite some time as you deal with rejection, confusion, overwhelm, right? That's just the nature of the game. Nothing worth having is easy to get. Right? Simple parable of life. So on top of that, getting into tech sales, again, the wealth generation, the opportunity to pull yourself out of nothing, and make something of yourself, to level up, right? Be upwardly mobile. When my parents are migrants, unskilled migrants. I came from no background, lower middle class, and now I'm a top 1% earner in Australia. I made $317,000 in my last year at Cisco, right? And I went to public school, nothing special at all. So the ability to create wealth, to level up, is great, right? If you're one of those cycle breakers, if you're one of the generational breakers like myself, the trauma breakers, the cycle breakers, and you're trying to pull your family, your name out of the gutter, you could absolutely do that in tech sales and get that start that way. And there's a couple of students already in here that's their ambition, is they're trying to stack some cash, work hard, thank their parents for what they've done, look after their families, right? That's all available to you. And I fucking hope you get it, right? I hope that you get these wins and these level ups. That's why I'm trying to teach you this shit so you can get better faster, right? I mean, if it wasn't for the fact that I was building businesses because I wanted to get out, I would have probably a lot more cash and stock and, wealth generated. I've been taking bets on myself by building businesses with my cash. But as you would probably see in some of the content, I went through a transformation about 4 years ago, end of 2019. And I've spent over $100,000 on myself, leveling myself up with elite trainers, coaches, nutrition, supplementation, therapies, all these things, just to rebuild myself step by step from the ground up, which we'll talk about in the life school. And that wouldn't have been possible without having tech sales money, right? It's not without having that sort of cash in the bank to invest in myself. Your best investment is yourself. And hopefully you get to see that by investing in Tech Sales Academy and investing in skills that will serve you for life, right? Fuck the Tesla off for a little bit of time. If, don't level up the lifestyle too much once you get the tech money. Focus on investing in yourself, right? You've got so much of yourself that you haven't realized yet through, just life, especially if you're earlier in your career, and there is significant opportunity to change who you are completely for the better. I've done it myself, and latter stages of Tech Sales Academy, I'll be teaching those things to you. It's just part of the journey, it's part of the process, because I think I've got a significant amount of experience and skill set in personal transformation, having done it myself, that I want to pass to you guys as well, and you good ladies as well, to again help you level up in life, whatever that looks like. The third thing that I think the reason why I've sort of given it away there. The third reason that I think it's great to be in tech sales is to stay away from AI and get out of its goddamn way. AI is coming for society. It is going to completely change the way that we do society, life, business. It's going to change everything. And this is something that I've seen coming for a few years now, beyond all this AI hype, probably about 2 or 3 years ago when Elon was talking about it, around the emergence of Web3 and all that sort of buzz a few years ago. And that's something that I've been keeping an eye on for the last 2 to 3 years. And I've actually released some content about where the future of AI is going. But basically, AI is going to take away a lot of jobs because a lot of organizations are licking their lips at the moment, waiting for software to come in so people can buy businesses, gut the operations out of it, and replace it with AI and make their businesses much more profitable and valuable. So there are going to be millions of jobs that are going to be displaced, and people are the social fabric's going to tear. That's my honest gut feeling, is that the social fabric is going to tear. I think a bunch of us can actually acknowledge that. We can sort of sense it right now with the current political climate, wherever you're at. So the two best ways that you can get around AI is to be the one wielding the AI and being in the tech industry and being in a industry that won't be largely disrupted by AI. It'll be augmented, but sales jobs, tech sales, if you're selling the AI or you're selling tech, you're in a good position. Sales, especially complex enterprise sales, still requires a heavy human element to it. So it's not going to be disrupted or displaced by AI in the next few years. Okay, so being the orchestrator of technology, being the ones that are pointing the gun out into the field, so to speak, it's better to be that person to be on the other side of that, right? So it's a great way to protect yourself and your long-term career viability. Okay, so again, that's why I think it's great to get into tech sales. And last of all, there are plenty of good people in it too, right? Again, you're going to meet a lot of great people. You're going to meet a lot of fuckwits too. I'm not going to deny that. And it's really cool to create something with significant impact. Technology is a tool of leverage. It creates impact at scale. And sometimes, once in a while, you'll create a technology solution like I have, and you'll be really fucking proud of it. My favorite customers have been not-for-profits. My 2 case studies, my published case studies were both with not-for-profit customers. And seeing my technology solutions help a community, help the disadvantaged. It's fucking heartwarming, man. It's really cool. It's really cool. So again, there's some free advice for you. If you can, get some NFP customers, get some not-for-profit customers. They have money. You think they're tight. Of course, they've got to be tight. But once you create a great partnership with them, and like I have, and you are part of their trusted network, you get to see your technology solutions make impact. You get to, for example, I did a big 150 site SD-WAN solution, which is internet tails, etc., internet connections. And that was with Save the Children, one of the biggest charities in the world. And by building this complex network solution for them during my time at Telstra, There were people getting the internet for the first time. There were disadvantaged rural families getting education for the first time. Right? I'm keeping families connected during tough times, during bushfires, during natural disasters, through enabling technology solutions that help people at their most dire. And that's fucking cool. That's all I can say is that it is fucking amazing to know that you are helping people like that in your own special way. So yeah, hopefully, if you need some reasons to get into tech sales, hopefully that's motivated you. If you were on the fence, if I've extra motivated you, fuck yeah, let's go, let's get after it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.